I'm joined right now our guests are here. T.S. Harrier is here with us. Sanjiv Bhasin is right next to me, and Imtiaz Qureshi are there, and we'll soon be joined by Samit Chavan in a short while. Let me start off with Harrier. Let's get the picks out of the way. What are you buying?
Well, we have three buy calls today. The first, of course, is one of my favorites in the specialty chemicals segment, which is Sharda Cropchem, which we are recommending at 430 with a target of 500. The second, of course, is Hyderabad-based NCC Limited, which is a cement company, which we are recommending at a price of 92 with a target of about 120. And the last is one of my old favorites from the MFI or the microfinance space, which is Equitas, which we are once again recommending at 180 with a 3-month target of 225.
All right, Imtiaz, some technical calls. What are you doing?
Very good morning. Yes, we are looking after the deep correction. Some retracement has happened on the last couple of trading session, and right now we are looking for a positive move for the market. We are looking for first Ajanta Pharma, because last session was very much impressive for the Ajanta Pharma. I'm talking about the Friday session where we had seen a very good pullback coming from Ajanta Pharma, and I think so the participation we would definitely continue till higher side doesn't achieve. So we can buy Ajanta Pharma with a stop loss of 1990 for the target of 2225. Second, I'm giving the high beta stocks SDFC Limited. Yes, we had seen from last two sessions the higher top, higher bottom formations, and there is a very much positive outflow divergence coming from market oscillators like RSI is showing a very much positiveness, and I think so. If the market turns around from here, then high beta stocks like SDFC Limited would definitely give a big performance. So we can buy with a stop loss of 1330 for the target of 1490. And the last pick would be NHPC. If we see the last session, there was a very much bullish candle formation had happened over there. And right now, I think so this bullish candle will give a base platform, and higher side would be definitely look much more higher. Buy with a stop loss of 25 for the target of 32.
All right, Imtiaz, I'm going to let you take that call. Someone's busy trying to get your picks. But Sanjiv is here with us. Sanjiv, three of your favorites I can see on your buy list today.
Yes, in three stocks which we've been extremely bullish last 3 years, and we still continue to think they are going to be doublers from here. So NBCC, on the back that they've got another very big order on the VSNL land development. They already have an order book of close to 50,000 in the recent past, which was given by Government of India. So you know, NBCC has an order flow for the next 4 years with clear visibility and execution, you know, at par. We think this stock is only headed higher, and this opportunity where Government of India sold their 15% stake was one of the best chances you got of entering this stock. For the short term, we have a target of 255 with a stop loss of 232. Second would be Engineers India, again a prime beneficiary of the hydrocarbon capex picking up for the oil marketing companies. Turnkey builder and engineering play with a target of 285 and a stop loss of 263. And thirdly, Bharti Infratel, which has impressed us with numbers, and now there is talk of further private equity participation by buying some of the Bharti stake. We think this could go all the way to 360, 365 and a stop loss of 342.
All right, hold your thought there. Samit Chavan's also here with us. Samit, what are your picks?
Good morning. Nifty has stuck in a range of 200-250 points, so we would expect individual stocks to outperform. And there are some stocks that are showing weakness, so we would short sell those stocks. Buy would be on Ashok Leyland. Clearly, in last couple of weeks, we have seen a good recovery in this stock from lower levels of 75, 76, and now the stock is showing strength. Thus, going forward, we expect this moment to extend a bit. 99 would be our immediate target. It can be bought. Stop loss would be around 87.5. Our second buy would be on Lovable. Clearly, after a consolidation of nearly 1 or 2 months, this stock has managed to give a decisive breakout with substantial rise in volumes. Thus, we expect this stock to climb a bit. 320 would be our immediate target. Stop loss can be placed at 285. Our sell call would be on Shriram Transport. Last week, we saw a breakdown from multiple support of 1110, 1120 on a closing basis. The stock is trading below that level. Thus, we expect the stock to continue its downward move. Our target would be around 1030. Stop loss can be placed at 1120. And our final sell call would be on Hindalco. We have been maintaining our cautious bias on the stock since last couple of weeks. Clearly, daily chart indicates weakness. Thus, we expect the stock to slide towards 141 and stop can be fixed at 153.5.
All right, stay with us. I'm just going to take our viewers through some of the numbers which came out, which will be looked at closely. The first one is Dish TV. Its PAT is up 71%, and this is at a time when I think the markets more or less expected a drop in profit of about 32%. But on the other hand, flat margins were expected to go up to about 35%, but that's not happened. Margins are absolutely flat on Dish TV. Nestle, the numbers are very, very strong. Look at Nestle numbers. Its Q3 sales are up almost 40% there, and profit is up almost 80%. So 2190 in terms of sales, and very strong numbers. Bharat Financial Inclusion, look at that. The NII is up 40%, even better than what the markets expected, and profit is about 145 out there. We expected approximately 141, 142. So slightly outperforming, but more or less in line. The Marico numbers, again, sales is down marginally, but PAT is above what the markets expected. So again, this is another number which has perhaps, even though the sales are flat, PAT improvement will probably show that there'll be a bit of buying. Operating profit is up quite sharply. 253 crore is operating profit, and 1 year ago it was closer to 230 crore, 228 odd crore. JK Cement, PAT has more than almost tripled there. So 14.5 crore, that's what we had in Q2 FY16 and Q2 FY17. Look at that number, 41 crore. That's 182% jump in JK Cement's earnings. Ujas Energy profit is up again, almost tripled there. There was just a 3 crore profit, and that's gone to almost 10 crores, and the top line has also more than doubled. GIC Housing Finance, strong numbers again, 15% move in profit, and total income is also up slightly below 15%. Inox Wind, the numbers are slightly lower. There was an expectation of good profits there, but Inox Wind has actually come in with a 40% drop in the bottom line. Century Textiles, it's complete turnaround there. It had a loss of about 31 crore in Q2 last year, and now it has a PAT, a profit after tax, of 41 crore. Although sales are down, so there is a big improvement that they've done in the way in which they're running the company. Now, that's broadly what the earnings are, but let's look at some of the stocks in news. Some of this has to do with just approvals for demerger. One of them is Reliance Capital. It's got an approval to demerge its real estate lending business into Reliance Home Finance. We should keep an eye on the oil marketing companies today. Non-subsidized LPG prices have been hiked by 37.5 rupees per cylinder. That could show some impact. NBCC, that's on Sanjiv's buy list, and today ET, Economic Times, has reported that they'll probably get the right to redevelop VSNL's land assets. Bharti Infratel, again, a report that's come in that KKR and Canada Pension Plan may buy stake worth $4 billion, which would make it the single largest individual stakeholder out there. Tata Motors has issued a statement to stock exchanges saying that there's no change in Cyrus Mistri's status on the board as of date, and following all governance processes for investment approvals. That's what it's saying, and we are also following all governance processes for risk assessment. This is, of course, in reaction to what Cyrus Mistry has been saying about the investments that were done under Ratan Tata. Heritage Foods, the news is that they've got approval. They've agreed to acquire Reliance Retail's dairy business. There's some news on Sikal Logistics. They've got a revenue opportunity of 1,500 crores with the West Bengal Power Development Corporation, which is a 7-year contract. So over 7 years, the revenue opportunity there, this is not guaranteed revenue, is about 1,500 crore. Bosch, the Rajasthan Pollution Board, has revoked consent for their operating the Jaipur plant. Bosch has received this revocation order. Some upgrades and downgrades. There's Sagar Cement. CARE has upgraded its long-term debt rating. whereas the electro steel castings, CARE has downgraded its long-term debt rating. GMR Infrastructure, that's one piece of news that we've got, has now put in a new bid for the new international airport in Crete in Greece. So those are the stocks in news. There are some US FDA approvals that have come in the pharma space. Dr. Reddy's has got nod to sell nystatin and triamcinolone acetonide cream. Nystatin should be a standard antifungal medication. Aurobindo Pharma, it's got US FDA approval to sell instatropium bromide. This is essentially used for asthma and it's an inhaler for asthma and COPD patients. Lupin, it's got approval to sell an oral contraceptive, and that's called norgestimate and ethinyl estradiol. Tongue twisters there, but you know what essentially those things are. Let me get back to TS. What do you make of the numbers that have come in? A lot of numbers have come in. What do you make of them till now?
See, broadly, if I look at the story of the numbers, I think 2-3 things seem to be coming out quite clearly. The first apparently seems to be that the top line growth, I think, is still not coming through to the extent it was expected. So I think that is true across sectors, like including IT, but the top line growth has been actually below expectation. But the good news seems to be that I think the operating margins and the operating profits, I think that is where the real growth seems to be coming. We still don't have the final figures of this entire quarter, but our estimate is that the operating profits and the operating margins should have shown a substantial improvement in this quarter. So I think that to me seems to be the big news as far as this quarter is concerned.
Sanjeev, that operating margins improving but top line continuing to be kind of curtailed there. How much leeway do companies have now? If the top line does not grow, if demand does not grow at the existing price points, what happens?
Well, Anil, if you see across the spectrum, I'll take 4 big names: ITC, NTPC, Maruti and HDFC. Maruti, of course, on the back that volumes have been at an all-time high, but the rest 3 have been, like we said, the volumes were rather static. But extremely good improvement on the bottom line and in the margins, which is telling us that we are at the cusp of a big move upside where private capex will tend to expand. Look at your core sector numbers, whether it's cement, it is steel, it is power. Most of the cyclical commodities are doing extremely well, and I think it's a matter of time. There could be a lag effect as far as the numbers go on the top line basis. I am extremely bullish with on 2017 heralding all that in, and that is why we think you could see an expansion on the GDP, and the price earning multiple of the Nifty itself should be upgraded for say about 200 basis points.
All right. Let me get Imtiaz on some technical points on a few of the companies which have come out with numbers. Do you track Marico, Imtiaz?
Definitely, Marico, one of the big, you can say, outperformer in the last rally, and we had seen a very good rally coming from the, you can say, in a year-on-year basis. As of now, what I can see that the last session was not impressive for the Marico, but the stocks has a very good support on an intraday basis, very good support at 274. Until the stock doesn't closes below 274, I think so the stock will be having the potential of going maybe around 310, 320 very soon. So can be given as a buy with a stop loss of 274 on a closing basis. And the moment the stocks break a triple top, you can say there's a triple top formation, 288, 219, and yesterday last session was 286. So there is very much closer, you can say, triple top formation. Once this get breakout, I think so the stocks will go non-stop around 310, 320 level.
Samit, the Dish TV, what do you make of it?
See, this stock has been consolidating in a range of 100, 102 and lower side 90, 92 was acting as a support. So if you look at the daily chart structure, it's been oscillating within the boundaries of triangle pattern. Last session we saw a breakout from its range of 98, 99 with rising volumes. Thus going ahead, we expect this stock to extend this move 108, 109, which are the recent highs. So these levels can be retested. So stock certainly looks good with a near-term perspective. Any dip to towards 97, 96 would be a very good buying opportunity. And the stock has now already formed a strong base around 90 to 93 levels.